Hi, I'm Teresa Padico Pool, Commander of American Legion, Post 7 here in Easton. And today we are having a discussion with the Senior Vice Commander about her program that she's working with and what she's been involved with, and as a post-service officer as well as a Senior Vice Commander helping me with the post, and of course helping all veterans as well. So the American Legion is a national organization of servicemen and women from any branch of the military who have served on active duty since World War II. There is no longer any requirement to have served in a military conflict. Peacetime active duty is valid for membership. So the membership is varied. We have members who are in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Reserves, and the National Guard. We are a great group of veterans. We would love to welcome new veteran on board to help us grow and assist veterans and their families. So this is Elizabeth. She is our Junior Vice Commander. She's been with us for a number of years now. So Elizabeth, if you could tell us about the Veteran Services and some of the things you do as a post-service officer.
Okay, so I've been the post-service officer for about 4 years now. And so I got to provide a number of services to veterans in the community, at the VA, within the post, before or pre-COVID, as well as post-COVID. And the only difference is being more creative during COVID and post-COVID. So pre-COVID, one of the things the Post did was have pizza parties over at the VA for the veterans that are inpatients. And we love doing that. We love providing pizza parties, and sometimes we'd have subs during Super Bowl Sunday over for the veterans. There are times too when veterans that are getting ready to be discharged from the VA, we would have a nice luncheon for them in the community. So that was a nice bonus for them as they get ready to step out back into the community. During COVID, everyone was put on a standstill, but we love to provide a service. We love to give to the veteran community, so we had to redefine how to do that. One of the things that I came up with was buddy checks. So on a regular basis, we would reach out and contact our fellow post members and just to check on them, see how they're doing. Some members live alone. Some members are in their 90s. So we just wanted to call and just check on them and see how they were doing. Besides that, is if they needed anything, water, food, the medication, we would pick it up for them, drop it off at their home. So no veteran felt that they were alone during COVID. In terms of the veterans at the VA, they weren't able to socialize. They weren't able to be in the day room together. They weren't able to go to the canteen, which is like the little convenience store at the VA. They had to stay in their rooms. So that also meant no pizza parties, no sitting there with them and conversing with them. So what we did was we would donate items to the veterans at the VA. We put together little gift bags during Thanksgiving of 2020. They had a card saying, hey, we're thinking about you. You're not alone. And we also had little things for them to do in their room, maybe a deck of cards, crossword puzzles, word search. Same thing for the holiday season. We also put gift bags together and dropped them off, and they were disseminated around to all the veterans who are inpatient, away from their family and loved ones during the holidays. 2021, we did the same thing, but we also, as a Post, did several donations of clothing, toilet articles, stationery. Even the Post members had a great time just signing holiday cards. So each veteran at the VA got a holiday card. You know, I reference a lot about the veterans at the VA, but we also put cards together for fellow members who were in assisted living or who are also in nursing homes in the local community. So our role isn't just, you know, veterans in Easton. Our role is just providing a service to veterans and the military family members. Sometimes a caregiver needs some relief, and just acknowledging them and letting them know they're not alone. We're there for them. Because of COVID and post-COVID and all these other variances, some members are afraid to leave their home now and go back to like this new normal. So one of the things I and Teresa and our social officer, Matt Ratfield, did was decide on maybe have a coffee hour, coffee social. So we had our first coffee social, I think, last summer, and that went off well. We had about maybe 10 members, which is great. Everyone was able to socially distance. And one of the fellow post members actually played music, and it was a really nice time. Since then, we had a coffee social on a Saturday around Thanksgiving. Around Halloween. And we plan on having one sometime before St. Patrick's Day. So again, we do a lot for the veterans, for our fellow comrades in the area. I welcome any of you who are interested in joining the post to come down some evening when we have a meeting and see what it's all about. I've challenged the post members, all of them, to bring one new member this year to the post. Because the more members we have, the more we can provide a service, increase those activities to our veterans and family members in the area. And there's a saying, and most of us know, many hands make light work. So the more members we have, the more we can do. And it's a win-win because the veterans know that they're not alone and they're getting some type of service, even if it's mowing their lawn or raking their leaves or shoveling right now, or a call, doing a buddy check. That's all it matters, you know, that's all that it comes down to, is just making sure that veterans don't feel like they're forgotten. And we're here, and all our members enjoy providing a service. It's within their core. And I challenge you to come down to our post some evening and check us out. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. That was wonderful. One of the things you talked about was the donations that were made to the VA, and I would like to acknowledge that one of the thrift stores donated and facilitated the donation of supplies from Walmart to the veterans at the VA. So they did receive clothing, underclothing, shoes,
stationary flip-flops.
Right.
And you know, the thing is too, sometimes we don't think of the women veterans. And so it was really nice that many of our members thought of our women veterans in terms of toiletries, in terms of undergarments. And it's just really nice to know that everybody is thought of and provided with something.
And that's important.
Yes.
At the VA. There are some members there that didn't have any clothing, that were in Johnny's, and so they really had no clothing to wear. And some of them, unfortunately, may have had to do that for many years, which is sad. So hopefully we've provided them a smile and some more dignity than they had before.
And you know, that acknowledgement too, that somebody is thinking of them and somebody cares about them and they're not alone.
Right.
We don't want any veteran out there to feel like they're all alone, because we're here. We're, you know, a great post. The members are great. And like I said, I've been the service officer for 4 years. I don't think I want to give up this particular position, because I find it to be very worthwhile and rewarding.
Thank you, Elizabeth. You do a wonderful job. And
Thank you.
And I'd like to mention also just briefly about the coffee hour that part of the coffee hour involved donations about baked goods and so forth from a local supermarket. And coming up, hopefully before or by the summer, we'll have some videos of me presenting them, meaning Shaw's and the thrift store, St. Vincent de Paul, for their donations and contributions to the Post and to veterans. I think you'll find it very nice to watch. Some of the other things we do at the Post is veterans outreach. I do election resource tables at the high school, Oliver Ames, during all the voting polls. I have information there up to date. I have a list where you can sign your name if you'd like more information, where I can contact you. We provide literature, VA booklets, health and safety information. I was able to put together a hurricane preparedness flyer, which was adapted from the online Red Cross website. There's also other programs such as Project New Hope. I have some of their flyers to help, if anyone was interested in, when they come back from service, helping a little bit to readjust to civilian life. Also, I have some information on the Veteran Crisis Hotline, which is very important. Unfortunately, we lose too many veterans to suicide. So I do have a phone number that in a little piece of literature that people can take with them. I also have information on the Easton Food Pantry, and I have some of their flyers. They now have a new location, which I'm sure many of you know, but it is down on, I believe it's Foundry Street, in Southeastern, across from the across from the Target Plaza in the I believe it's called the Fellowship Church. So phone number, we'll do a slide with this video with the information for that, information so that you can contact them if need be to register. I'd also like to mention that we partnered with the Eastern Grange for an annual blood drive. We did very well. We were able to obtain 25 pints of blood, which is very good. I was told by Lisa Hadley from the Grange that the Red Cross was very pleased and that they'd like to come to Easton because we have a good showing. We had 35 slots, we had 37 people, and we were able to obtain the 25 pints, which is very good ratio. So we'd like to do that again. It was the second annual this past Martin Luther King Day. That is when we have the annual blood drive, and we'll look into maybe future blood drives on other occasions. We will be having future panel discussion with, it'll be a video segment here tonight is with Elizabeth, Senior Vice Commander. The next one we'll be doing is with the Junior Vice Commander, and he'll talk about some of the programs and things that he's involved with and what he thinks might be a nice ideas for the future. His name is Matt Rayfeld, and we will look forward to speaking with him in the future. We also will be having Bob Hicks, who is in charge of Americanism program with the Post, which involves children and youth, the younger children in high school, whether they're juniors or seniors, or if they're going to ROTC in college after post-secondary education. Also, I mentioned earlier about the video clips that I have for the thank you card presentation. We also are doing some more video at our meetings. We have speakers coming to our meetings every month for the next few months. We invited Julie Lovely from Horses for Heroes, so we were able to obtain some video of her speaking. I look forward to hearing from...
Emery Mucci over at the
Not yet, we're doing Carrie Ann.
Oh,
From
Carrie Ann
Path to-
Wagner from Path to Healing.
Right, so she'll be
Okay.
coming to our February
Okay.
meeting. And I look forward to reaching out to other organizations to have them do a speech or tell us about their program. And I'm hoping to put this all together in a package for everyone to view by the summer. In closing, I'd like to give a sincere thank you to Elizabeth, and I'd like to thank the residents in the town of Easton for their support with veterans donations during our Poppy drives. Many residents in Easton are very generous, and we're able to provide scholarships with the monies that are donated. We also have other areas where we use the money, all worthy programs.
Yeah, this past year, even though it was post-COVID, we were able to give out like 7 or 8 scholarships to the local high school seniors, and that was great. I don't think we've given that many out in a while.
Yeah, right. It's been a while. I've been with the Post for approximately 10 years, and it might be one of the highest amount of scholarships that we passed out, and we were able to provide a nice scholarship to each recipient. And one of the requirements, we did do a video panel discussion with Ken Wood, who talked about the scholarship program. And one of the requirements is that they that a parent would have had to have been served in the military on active duty, or maybe retired from the military and live here in the town of Easton. So there are different requirements, but please just check with us. I will let you know if you would like more information on that. We'd also like to thank the town of Easton for their support. They're always very supportive of our programs. All the selectmen, the Veteran Service Officer, the local businesses have also been very supportive. And of course, I'd like to thank the Easton Access Television for letting us do these videos. Feel free to contact myself or any member of Post 7 for more information. If you know one of our members, or if you need to contact us, you can reach me, Teresa Pedico Poole, at 508-297-2014, or you can call Stanley Borgeson, who is our adjutant, at 508-230-7390. You can also email us if you prefer to contact us in that way. And the email address is mine, T as in Tom, P, J, P, 5502 at Comcast.net. And we'll also put all this information on a slide for you to view, that you can jot down the information. And we'll also provide a mailing address if you prefer to send something in the mail. And Elizabeth, would you maybe we could, if we have veterans that may have interest or need help, would they be able to contact you by email possibly?
Yes, you could contact me by email, and it's RILEYE020@yahoo.com. Again, that's Riley, RILEYE020@yahoo.com. I look forward to hearing from you. And remember, too, we don't just have a meeting. We have dinner before we have a meeting. So come join us for dinner. The first meal coming is free. It's on us, right? And if not, if Teresa says no, it will be on me, okay? So come, check us out, and we look forward to seeing you.
Yes, and you can speak with either Elizabeth, myself, or one of the other offices, which we'll introduce when you arrive to a meeting. And so, as she said, the first meal is free. If you decide to become a member, we'd be very happy to bring you on board. As I said earlier, the only requirement is that you will have had to have been served on active duty and have a DD 214 showing that you do have that active duty. So thank you very much, Elizabeth and everybody. And we'll be back with another video in the near future. And I hope you all enjoyed this segment. Have a good day.
Thank you. Take care.